Hello again everybody, back again to Sunless Sea. As usual on this space bee. We're doing another one fairly soon, since unfortunately next week I won't be around. So I figured we'd best get one done and out the way. Just going to continue where we left off, in good old London. There we go, back in London. So we're in our lodgings. Don't have a study yet. And rest our terror. We'll do that in a little bit. In fact, we'll do it now. Oh, I only lost one terror this time. It's random how much terror you actually lose. So sometimes you can lose quite a bit, but unfortunately RNG said no this time. Let's go out into London. Back to the rest of the city. What's waiting for you in London? Or you can click the London card on the right. It's right there. So we have some port reports to give in first, so we'll go visit the Admiralty's office. Blah blah blah. Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. There are citizens of Her Enduring Majesty notionally. So submitted, you won't have any of this support reports. You've got 5 echoes, 1 favour. You visit to the Hunter's Keep confirmed by the Admiralty's Records Office, and you've gained 1 fuel. Vendor bite, what have the nearly dead been up to then? So again, 10 echoes, 1 favour, confirmed fuel. And just getting port reports is a really good way to get fuel. Oh, let's fill up our cargo hold. Still got some space. Oops, gone off there, so. Quaker's Haven, 5 echoes, and fuel. I'm not going to read them all out because it's pretty much the same. So, strategic information. What's that? Indeed, I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. Ushered into his office, off Mansion's Pyre, a cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. A deplorable end. At the Parthenaeum Club, the Admiral dropped hints about your father and about his deplorable end. What does the Admiral know? Let's do that one first. Oh, excuse me, I think I'm coming down with a cold now after getting over a cough. So yes, there was a certain report. King Eater's Castle, the empty temple at the end of the world. Your father went there. No one makes a pilgrimage there if they intend to return. One way or another, no pilgrim returns home. I've heard that they stay. I have also heard that they go on, somewhere even further. It's a regrettable place, Captain, the King Eater's Castle. Its pilgrims do regrettable things. If you go, do not take any who are dear to you. The King Eater's Castle is in the far southeast of the map. Go there if you must. Not in this little boat. So go back to the Admiral and speak to him. So pass on the strategic information. The Admiral sits up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. It's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. Let's get 150 echoes, which is quite good. See our little money total going up. So we've done everything we can really do. So ask if there's anything in particular he needs. So we can go get a commission. So try to find Port Cecil in the Principles of Coral, somewhere northeast of London. That's quite a good goal to go for. So Go back to the docks and visit the university. So now we've got a secret and no favours, we can visit the university. So use your secret to get in there. So the university is an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z-specimens and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. So quite impressed. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers her briefly. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. And I would be our scholar. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moves and provoking teeth. Possibly her? Is it her? Appointment at University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his. It is his razor-sharp enthusiasm for causing too many injuries to the faculty. Ah yes, the scholar whispers briefly. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you bought me? If you have any large items that the scholar will buy, they'll appear below. So you can sell memories of distant shores. Do you have one? Might as well sell it. Get 10 echoes. I think there are places that give you more, but we're going through the usual motions as though we're just starting out without any prior knowledge. So, Searing Enigma, don't have any of those. A Dread Surmise, don't have any of those. Extraordinary Implication, don't have any of those. We do have some outlandish artifacts. Got 2 actually. You get 100 echoes for each. So got quite a good little start so far. So let's have a look, see if there's anything else. So London. Don't need to hire more crew. Don't really need a new recruit. Well, I can have a look anyway. It costs you nothing. So engage an officer, the I can't pronounce that, adventurous. Afternoon captain, looking for a gunnery officer. I'd like to help you blow up some monsters if you'll have me. Presbyteriate adventurous, there we go. 50 echoes. Or the irrepressible cannoneer. Captain, are you looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here's my design for a whistling shell. Here's my colleague, he'll stay on the shore. Here's my hand, will you take it? So he greatly increases iron. She increases iron and veils. So I actually think overall she's a better choice. And we go up here, the officers, to assign her. Gunner officer. Oh, veils went up, and went up. Right click to talk to her. We can't find out her wants and desires yet. So let's check the journal for where we want to go. So acquaintance of the sisters, another day, favours, memories, menaces. So, objective, Port Cecil. And we've also got his one, but he can wait. So let's check the shops a moment. We've got a lot of supplies and fuel, and 6 spaces in our cargo hold. Let's check if we can buy a better gun. Actually, let's check the ship first. So reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. Oh, that's a torpedo. See, that one I think is better. Hull damage 12, life damage 12, crew damage 1. Yes, it is. Oh, that's forward, so we can't have that one yet. That's torpedo. That's aft. That's forward, and what we want is a deck weapon. So I think we want to go with this one. I can sell that. So I've got quite a good bit of echoes, so I'll go to the exchange. So I'm going to do a little loop. I'll buy up the mushroom wine, fill our cargo hold, and then launch. Well, the good thing about this is we already know a bit about where we want to go. So we're going to Hunter's Keep, Venderbite, and then we're going to go around about this area and do some exploring with our multitude of fuel. I think if we've already visited a place, I won't read everything out again. Just to save time. Dock. Hunter's Keep. So we have some news. Go and visit my sisters. Gave us something quite good. So we'd have to throw a supply overboard. So throw one. And we'll get our port report as well. There's nothing else on here, so we shall depart. See if there's anything around here first. That's the... That's found that. Ooh, that's your bat swarm. Let's try our new cannon on them. Bats are doing quite a bit of damage. See, we'll do a repair. This uses quite a bit of supplies. There we go. So we do want to get rid of our terror here, so the bat swarm, little leathery corpses lie scattered across your deck, the rest of the swarm vanishes in neatly dark. Gather up the corpses, they are succulent with stolen blood into the pot. Nope. Dispose of the corpses, their mere touch leaves you shuddering, this will slightly reduce terror. So that's 2 terror. Ship over here. He has seen us. So quickly get behind him. Don't seem to like that. So looted scuttler. See what we got. Mushroom wine. That'll do. Here our good old vendor bite. Fog bank. Increases terror. Makes it harder to see and be seen. So we want to get the port report. This? The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are a deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass. Rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. No one is here, and that you must have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Leave. This shade of red would be unsettling enough in a dowager's parlour. Told on the walls of an empty place of worship, nothing cheerful will happen here. Make an offering. Drop a coin into the empty offering box and pray to the power of this place, whoever it may be. Uh-oh, might become a cannibal. Let's just leave. Oh, lost some terror. I thought that was a port report. No, there it is. Oops. So we want to go to the shops and sell our mushroom wine for a tiny profit. Let's see what else we've got here. Get a bit more here for that. Buy 3 supplies. I want to head for around here. Ooh, that there is it's not a snowstorm, it's a wax storm. And they really slow you down. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, we've reached a new area. Let's fire off the bat. Let's head north a bit. Oh, we'll pull. Proceed just to the left a bit now. Hello. We have a new island. Frostbound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life. pitiful encampment squats by the dock. Engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. The tireless mechanic has had enough of Frostbound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. Bro, so glad to see a ship at last. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children, not that I have children. Too busy, usually busy. The tireless mechanic increases veils and fuel efficiency. 20 echoes? Yeah, I'm having him. Better fuel efficiency. So veils 8, fuel efficiency plus 5. So take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddle fishers, some look like Witten folk, but even more ragged, they do seem a little more practical than either of these people. So let's have tea with them. Surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths. A helpful riddle fisher explains as she fills her cup for the third time. Every year the people of Ireland with a meet here for, she pauses, contests, she finished vaguely. Excuse me. The difference between a question and a riddle one day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liquors, pale within beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. So we lost 10 terror, gained 1 fuel and 1 supply. That was quite good. Get a port report. Shops. So chief engineer. Does he ever sleep? His eyes are dark circled but his hands are steady. Speak to. Invite him to dine with you. He stays a Spartan, eats little, drinks only water, barely sleeps at all, so you know only a simple table. 1 supply, we got 14. Go! So an appeal, thanks for the meal and the company. No, no wine, it makes me sleepy. Oh yes, I can sleep. Too easily, that's a problem. He hesitates. There's a draft I take nightly to substitute for sleep. Works well enough and it keeps me sane and upright, but I wish I could enjoy just 1 night's sleep if you could help me. We need a clayman from Polythreme, we'll need a mirror catch box, and we'll need to go to Hunter's Keep and explain when we get there. No, I'm serious, I would owe you a great deal. Mirror catch boxes are rarely sold in London, but can be found in the K-Night and occasionally elsewhere. And that's a very long trip to get to the K-Night. We've done everything here, so we will launch and carry on our exploration. We're going to go east for a little bit. It's far off the back. Bright is some distance to the northwest. That's going, I think that's going backwards. No, it's just there apparently. Yeah, well, we can do that. You know what, we have enough fuel to keep the lamp on now. Ah, that's between the islands, so never mind. It's really hard to get to from this side of the island. Uh-oh, don't want to fight that. Has a hell of a lot of health. And there's a hell of a lot of damage. Chapel of Lights. I think we'll head there and end the journey for today. Be home for the usual half hour. Almost. Fog bank. Just hoping we get there before the hunger fills up. Nope. Chapel of Lights lets you can eat here, but you can't take anything with you. Dock. What's this? Restless nights. In the watches of the night you pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. We can't really do that, so we lost the terror. Chapel of Lights. Don't have enough hunger for that really. Gather intel. Shops, nothing available. We've got a little more time. Actually, we've got about 5 minutes, so we'll go a bit further along. Fire off the bat. Avid Horizon, northeast. We'll go there. Some nice effect on there. Dock. Two vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. Two vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the colour that remains when all other colours have been eaten. Ice crossover, the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. Explore along the shoreline. What can be found on this bleak beach? Beginner's luck. Let's have a look. One outlandish artifact. Gain terror. Gain supplies. An eyeless skull. Empty mirror catch box. We need that for the navigator. Not the navigator. Him. The engineer. Mechanic. Thick plates of bone have developed over the orbits to hide and protect them. They are smooth and cold to the touch. Irigo light glimmers in the line of the jaw. Might be worth taking that back to the guy in Venderbite. Just don't really have anything here. So gather intelligence. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that they might open from the other side, and what then? Your journey here may attract the attention of a certain Crimson patron. Return your port report to the Admiralty in London to unlock a new story. It's their version of Santa. So we'll do the story as well. Behind the ice. Yes, yes, this is what the rumours meant. A hunter frozen in the ice, hands contorted to claws, mouth agape. With her left hand she had plucked her own eye from the socket that lies very close to the surface of the ice. If the stories are true, perhaps there's a dark virtue in that eye. Take it, then, but perhaps you should put it in a jar. So I've got a hunter's eye, and we'll have some fragments. And that is actually time up there, so thanks for joining me. We'll have a quick explore around up here next episode. It's got plenty of fuel and supplies. Terror's fairly growing, but it's manageable. We'll see you all next time.